What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is rFactor 2, where we're going to be doing some online racing here on the ISI official server, the touring car server, where we are racing, obviously, the Honda Civic BTCC car. And this is on the international layout. I did a video previously with this combination, although it's on the full Grand Prix circuit. So, starting second, should be a close race, short little 8-lapper. There's 3 of us all within 0.2 of a second. In qualifying, I qualified second, so let's see how this goes. And he saved it. Gotta be really careful that you don't take too much of that curb, because you will go flying. For sure. We are running on the soft compound tires. That looks like there's no rubber way down in that corner, but I guess there is. That'll be really important. You gotta really pay attention to that in rFactor 2, because real road is what that is all about, and it does make a massive difference. Gotta go where the rubber goes, and that's one of those things that makes rFactor 2 really special. Quick lift, hold throttle through the corner, stabilize the rear end. And this is the new demo combination that they released just a week or so ago at this point, so anyone can try out this BTCC car at Silverstone. I believe you also get access to the Grand Prix circuit as well, which is a replacement for Lime Rock Park in the Corvette C6R GT2, which is an okay combination, but very difficult to learn with, and really doesn't represent what rFactor 2 can become. This is newer content, both from 2013, although I guess the Civic kind of was right there at the end, so you could get away with calling it 2014, but I believe it's technically 2013. But anyways. That's no good, because we are on soft tires. It is an only 8-lap race, but I still don't want to go off torching them. But if you are going to try out this combination, which I strongly suggest you do, if you don't have rFactor 2, I mean, it is a free demo. There is no harm, no foul in trying it out, at least. Just remember, if you're struggling, it's a front-wheel drive car. The force feedback is going to feel like a front-wheel drive car. The goal is to keep the force feedback as weighty as possible, because as soon as you go right over the limit, there'll be a drop in force feedback strength. Drop in adhesion, the tires have less grip, so you feel it less in the wheel. So that's basically what you're trying to do. It's really actually very easy to drive once you start to understand that, and the way force feedback works with a front-wheel drive car, and the way a front-wheel drive car drives. But first, you have to kind of adapt to it. If you're struggling, make sure you take out some rear camber, bring the values closer to 0, as well as make a rear toe adjustment. You can get away with making only 1 click for rear toe, and it'll make the car drive entirely different. Because this is a sim, you should go ahead and experiment for yourself. I'm not going to tell you which direction to move that adjustment, but experiment. We have a nice 5-second lead. We are cruising. Really did not expect this, but alas, I ain't gonna complain, because these guys were pretty dang fast in qualifying. But then again, Not sure what the pole time was, but I don't think a 106.6 is a very shabby lap. Just got to remember these are front-wheel drive cars, so they do have more lift-off oversteer. So you got to be very careful with the throttle when you go into the corners, that you don't just have it completely off. Always keep your foot kind of just a little bit on the gas. Just cover it ever so gently. Unless you want more turning, in which case lift off the throttle. But do it gently. The faster you do it, the more of a reaction you're going to get. We are just cruising. I will take this all day, every day. I don't know if I just happen to be really good at this this car, or if I happen to be really good in rFactor 2 in general. But it seems like I do a lot better in rFactor 2 than I do in iRacing. Which I think a lot of that comes down to just being able to keep the car on the track, as well as decent tire management. I think those numbers are fairly decent, I think. Of course, we're going to just get sideways right as I say that. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of front-wheel drive touring cars, but this car has made me bear with it. I actually kind of do secretly enjoy this car. Maybe it's because I tend to win races in this car when I go on to the servers or something for some reason. I swear I'm not front-wheel drive hot shoe or anything like that, trust me. But really, if you were put off by the demo with the C6R at Lime Rock Park, you really need to try this combination out, try the new demo out. Because the C6R isn't necessarily a bad car or anything, it's a little bit difficult to drive in the grand scheme of things, but it's not overly so. But at Lime Rock Park, that track is just so small and everything happens so fast, you hardly have time to catch your breath. It's a very difficult combination, even though you know, you might look at Lime Rock Park and have said, oh, it's only like 6 corners. There's only one left-hander. It's easy. Anyone can do that, right? But really, it's not nearly that simple at all. Very careful there, as I don't want to roll it on the last lap. That'd be embarrassing. Just cruising on home. 9-second lead. Even though we were only separated by 0.2 in qualifying, I swear. And that's gonna be that. And now we will celebrate by chucking a giant skid down here in turn 1. Or not. Do a barrel roll! Hope you guys enjoyed. I better have health insurance. Bye.